Hello TikTok, this is my first live that isn't awkward gaming. So like when I set it up a second ago, I was just like, why is it saying that I'm playing League of Legends? I'm not playing League of Legends. I'm just doing my makeup because I've got an event later. I've got a modelling workshop, so my hair's all ready to go. I mean, I don't even know how this is going to turn out. This is just trying it basically, so. Yeah, so the colour scheme for today is mainly this palette here. So we're going for these like nice autumn colours, and then I'm gonna put my lipstick. Oh, it's here. With this like dark lipstick here. I'm just really feeling these like dark colours at the minute, so I hope you'll enjoy that. So I'm gonna set. Actually, before I prime my eyes, I'm gonna put some tape on because I want to have more of a wing effect kind of going. So I'm kind of crap at drawing wing liner, and also I have hooded eyes, so I like to use tape to make that shape a lot crisper. So excuse me a sec while I awkwardly apply this with a mirror. That should be about. So I'm just following the under eye out. This is makeup artist tape. I just got it from Primark, but it is like super handy, and also you can just tear like that. Don't even need scissors. If you don't have this kind of tape, you can use like a low adhesive, so like masking tape, medical tape, but just make sure it's like not too strong because it is going right near your eye area. Oh, it's straight hair. I think that looks even. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so I've got eye primer. Gonna use that first. It's really important when you're using eyeshadows to use a primer so you don't have it all creasing all over. Also, it just helps the pigment of the colours as well. So let's get that on. I'll try to look at the camera as much as I can, but there are times where I'll definitely need to like look in a mirror. So how y'all doing? Where y'all from? I'm in England and it's 3:30, and the event I'm going to is like 6 o'clock, but I wanted to get ready now so I can take my time. So next I'm gonna set that base, and I'm just gonna use a like a neutral colour for my skin tone here. This is out of a Urban Decay Naked palette. I love the palette I'm gonna use, but there's no kind of like neutral-ish shade to like set it with, so that's why I'm using this one. So this is so it's not, you know, super tacky, and all the other powders that will go on top, it'll they'll blend so much easier. That was like clanging sounds. Those are crochet hooks just falling all over the place. I've got, oh gosh, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on my desk in front of me. So now I'm gonna start off with yeah, I'm just gonna go straight in with like the wine colour and my blending brush. This is the oldest makeup brush I've got. It's a MAC 217, and it has definitely stood the test of time. It's fantastic. It's iconic for a reason. So with the tape here, sorry, just hit the table, kind of don't have to be as neat, I guess. As in, because you've got a barrier and you're going to peel it off, you can just like throw it on so much quicker. So I'm just going to start throwing it on. So I don't have to like panic about, oh, I've got to, you know, really shape this, because literally it's just like, you know, masking when you're painting. So I'm going to make sure that's like visible with my hooded eyes, but not go too high up to my eyebrow. Oh, I've got hair. Yeah. Can you not? So this is going to kind of go all the way across, and then I'm going to use a shimmery colour here, and then I'm going to use like black to really darken out the edges. That's it. I might use purple as well to help deepen it as well. But this is kind of the main colour I'm going to be using. It's also really important to have like very light pressure with your brush as well, so you don't get super harsh edges, because this is a pigment that is really easy to get a harsh edge that you don't want. So I'm it's like tickling my eyelid basically. Just gonna do the same on the other eye. So I'm starting like on the tape and just like flicking in. I was just checking that they're similar enough in angle. So again, just flicking it in. And like I said, using tape makes this a lot quicker because you don't have to think too much about refining that edge shape. I'm trying to read at the same time all the stuff that like TikTok's telling me, because like no one's commenting, but there's still stuff on the screen and it's like, huh? Saying something about sharing it, but I haven't fully read it. Okay. Encourage viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Okay. Do that if you want. So I'm just blending this colour until I'm like happy with the overall like shape and colour distribution, and then I'll switch to a different one. Yeah, I've definitely messed up the angle of those. Oh well, be right. I can add a bit more on this eye when I take it off. So now I'm going to use a, well, it's out of the Urban Decay palette, it's just a really pale shade. And I'm just going to help blend this top part out. It is a shimmer as well, so it's basically a highlighter and helping blend at the same time. My favourite part of makeup is definitely doing eyeshadow, and this is usually what I spend the most time on. Right, so now I'm gonna add a shimmer shade, which, oh no, face powder just fell all over the floor. Love that for me. I'll have to take that off in a sec, but yeah. I'm gonna go for the, I think it's bottom colour here, shimmer, next to the black, and then maybe a bit of the gold as well. I'm dropping everything! This is almost as bad as when I'm doing YouTube videos, Christ. So I'm gonna use a flat shader brush for that. Get some on there. And then that's gonna go on here, on the lid space. There's also a shiny, metallic, whatever you want to call it, version of the matte shade that I've just used, so I will use that on to like help blend these colours in. And then, you know, this part here. That's not actually showing up as boldy as I want it, so I think I'll definitely add gold. It's a bit too similar, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's nice, but it wasn't really what I was going for. So let's get some gold in there. So it's not as bright as like the usual gold if it's just on its own, but it's still popping out a bit more. I hope that's easy to tell with the lighting, the difference. So just going to sweep that matte colour back over there. Just because it did go a little bit higher. And then I'm going to use the shimmer shade of that colour to just add it here, like on the edge. So I've got gold on that side of the brush and then the reddy colour on that side. So I'm just gonna like switch between the sides to blend it together. Okay, so I think the sun's come out and made it a bit brighter on the screen. Oh, that's the wrong colour. Whoops. So just gonna make sure that is as deep as that can be before I add the black. As in the saturation of that colour. It's well saturated. Okay, so I'm starting out with same brush, like I haven't cleaned it. I've just tapped it in to a tiny little bit of black, and again I'm going to start at the tape and just kind of flick it in. I've got like 3 pieces of hair that's like hanging out the roller and it's getting involved and it's really annoying. But yeah, just teeny tiny bits of black, adding it in. And I'm also concentrating it to the crease area as well as that like very outer part. So This is it without the black. And this is it adding depth into the side. There's such a crazy difference of lighting. Hang on. Obviously on camera it looks way more diluted than what it does in real life as well, so I am doing this makeup for real life. So I won't be going like too over heavy with it, because at the event I'm going to it might just be a bit like, eh. I have the dregs of a cold, so my nose is still blocked, unfortunately, if you're wondering why I'm like struggling to breathe. Right, so let's add some black onto this side. So this is a get ready with me for an event I've got tonight, a modelling event, and I'm just using some like rich autumnal colours that I'm just really into right now. I'm currently just darkening the edge of the eye with some black. Might have put a bit too much black on that eye actually. That's fine, we can even it out. So I'm going to be using like lashes and liner with this as well. So I just need to like look straight forward, make sure, yep. Yeah, that seems to be balancing pretty well. So like if you have hooded eyes, you want to open your eyes as much as possible and look straight ahead instead of like, you know, closing your eyes all the time. Like you've definitely got to check like when you look straight ahead, is it making it look hooded? Have it got the placement in the right place? Yeah, great English there. So what I'm seeing in the mirror, I'm pretty happy with that. So I might just add a bit more gold. Where's my brush gone? Oh. So I'm going to use a like whitish highlighter on the inner side later, but for now, let's get some eyeliner on. This might take me a little bit to do, just because, honestly, even though I'm a makeup artist, I hate winged eyeliner. I really just despise it, especially on like my eye shape, but I want to wear some lashes and it's really good to hide the lash band with, so hopes and prayers. So I will be moving my head around a lot when I do this to like, so if you like look down and go like that, you can get this eye in a corner so much easier than if you're just like looking straight ahead. Also got astigmatism, so my eye shape is, it moves, as in like it changes the shape of my eyelid as I move my eye. So that's important to like compensate for as well. I'm not going too far up with the black liner here, but just enough. There's really not going to be much of a black, like this is on the tape, so that's also another reason for having the tape, is when I peel this off it'll be like a really nice crisp line. So I just kind of like smush it onto the tape basically. Okay, let's do this eye. This is more awkward. That's a little thicker, but it's what it is. Everyone knows what eyeliner's like. A pain. Oh. Okay, that'll do, because if I keep putting more on, it's just gonna get thicker and then we're just gonna fuck it all up. So that is the top eyes done. Now I'm gonna peel the tape off and do my base, because it's my preference to do the foundation first and then finish off the under the eye after. So let's do the whole tape reveal, I guess. Oh, come on, get out. Whee! There we go. Super sharp line. And then that's how it looks before, and then after. Yay! So that's how much makeup was on the edge of the tapes. I have got a fair bit of fallout on my face, so there's... Okay. I'm gonna cheat at using a makeup wipe. I don't usually use it, but it saves me getting up and going all the way to the bathroom and just leaving my camera on randomly with all the shit in the background. We've just moved stuff around, so it's a bit messy, I apologise. So just getting that excess powder off there. Okay, cool. I've got super sharp lines. Love that. Right. So I like to put concealer on first, as in like under my eyes, but also on my nose. It doesn't like to hold products. I have got all skincare and stuff, and I'm using a water-based foundation, so I typically use like polyglutamic acid and just make sure I'm really like moisturised and hydrated in my skin before using foundation, rather than using a primer as such. Like there's different things you can use as primers, be it like skincare stuff or oil, depending on the type of foundation that you're using as well. So I just concentrate it under the eye there and then blend it out, and like I said, this is going under foundation, so it's fine. Ugh, that one. Got it on my waterline, that was grim. I also don't wear eyeliner on my waterline just because I've got very sensitive eyes, so luckily that concealer didn't hurt too much. So yeah, put it on my nose. Takes the redness down, but also it actually helps the foundation stick to it. So I'm going to put some concealer on, like, spot the areas. Just take it down a little, that red bit. Brush out. Oh. Also using like a smaller brush around my piercings is really helpful too. Okay, so foundation. I find it really difficult to get my skin tone, so I mix two colours together. I use more of the pale but a bit of the darker yellower tone as well. That's just because when I find if it's just straight up pale, it's too pink. So I'm just gonna squidge a bit of that out and just a little bit of this one. That could be too much, but if I end up a bit orange, it's whatever in it. Right, where's my little palette knifey thing? Where's it gone? Oh, there. So I like to mix my foundation together with this and then apply it on my face with this as well. I just find that it goes on like super even. So let's get that and then whee. I just find it really satisfying how just using this to apply it rather than straight on with a brush. It just spreads it so nicely. So just gonna apply that all over my face and then I'll use a brush to buff it all in. If you've just joined and are like, what the hell are you doing? I prefer to apply foundation with a little palette knife first and then use a brush. So I don't have any water to hand, so I'm just going to use a little bit of setting spray on the brush because a damp brush is better. And then get some buffing that in. Right, let's use a mirror. Because it looks like it's going well on camera, but it might look quite awful in real life. Just adding a bit more to my jawline where I've got more spots. Yay, homeowner skin. This foundation is like a buildable medium coverage, I think it is, medium. It's not a high coverage one straight off, but you can build it up. And it is like a really gorgeous finish, I really like it. It's the NYX one, it's the Born to Glow foundation. So on my nose I just try and gently tap it on, because like I said before, my nose doesn't like to hold products. So I'll go back and neaten that around my nose with a concealer brush because of all the piercings. I might have to do it around here as well because I've just got a roller in the way. Get out of the way here. My eyebrows are one of like the last things that I do as well. I never do them first. I find that method really alien and kind of weird. But, you know, each to their own. Just me personally, I find it very strange to do eyebrows first. That roll is so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my concealer brush. I'm gonna use a different concealer brush because I can't be bothered to pick that up. Wait, where is it? There. Okay, a different concealer brush because I'm being lazy. And I'm just gonna make sure that's neatly around my eyebrows, under eyes, around my nose. Don't know about you, but I have like permanent marks on my nose here from me wearing glasses. So even though I have my contacts in for a while, they still kind of show up. So just blending the foundation like through my eyebrows as well because there's skin under there. Okay, cool. Right, contouring. So I'm going to use a contour stick. This is a light shade, so it's the one to stick by NYX. And then, where's my brush gone? There. Use this brush. Just get some on there. And then, probably easier to demonstrate on this side because I've actually got a shadow, like where that shadow is there. That's where I'm going to put the contour, and here. And then around my forehead. Oh, I'm gonna have my fringe down, so I'm not too bothered about my forehead adding anything there. But just as like a very brief, like dirt. And then gotta fight the sun to find it on the other side. Okay, so blend it out more. I like having rollers in my hair, but it's so annoying how they drop down and then the hair ends up in my face. Like I said, I'm gonna have my fringe down, so I'm not really that bothered about my forehead. But just trying to block the sun. Okay, now I'm gonna do my nose contour. I got really into doing like the alt TikTok makeup, so this has just kind of become part of my makeup routine now. So I'm gonna take an angle brush. This is an eyeshadow brush, but I find it easier to do nose contouring with. So got some on there, and then I'm gonna go down my nose here and here. I don't over contour my nose unless I'm doing something that's really like alt TikTok-y, and then I'll get like a white crayon out and do the highlight and stuff like that. But this is a bit more natural, I guess. And then, oh, excuse me, take the foundation brush and just Gently pat that over to blend that in. Okay, so for highlighter, I don't really use that highlighter. I don't find it does anything, so I'm going to use a powder one later. For blusher, I'm going to use this cream blush. It's the Lilium, I believe, Steeler one. And I'm going to use the same brush as, oh gosh, I hate it when my nose itches. Thankfully no one just joined in. So I'm going to use the same brush as I use my contour with, just because that's all kind of faded out, but yeah, it all, you know, blends together quite well. So I'm going to load that up on one brush, and then even though I do use the same brush for like contour and blush, I keep my foundation brush out of things. So if I need to basically pat something down, like if it's too pigmented, I'll just go back over it with a foundation brush. Well, that looks really nice. Just add a bit to my nose there as well. It is amazing how like diluted it looks on camera versus real life. Beautiful and shiny, we love it. Just tapping around the edges, making sure it's all as blended as can be. Cool, now I've got to find the face powder that fell on the floor, so bear with. Where the heck did that go? Can you pause live streams? I don't know. Oh, it's here. Under the chair. Luckily, it didn't go everywhere. The lid magically stayed on like that. So, now I'm gonna set all of my face with this powder. This is, honest to God, my favourite powder. Like, it's a pure silica powder, and makeup just does not move. It's fantastic. That was a bit too much. What's fantastic as well is that you do not need a lot of this product for it to be effective. So just setting that, and I use a smaller brush for under my eyes. Like, let's be sensible about it. There we go. Gosh. Powder everywhere. Blech. Okay, so let's finish off under the eyes, even though this is quite nice as is. I still want to put something under the eyes. So, where's my little brush gone? Where are you? Not there. So I really like using this eyeshadow brush for this because it's kind of flat on the edge. So I'm going to use the same pink, well, it's not pink, it's like wine kind of colour. I'm going to start off with that. And just add it on. So then I'm just going to add a bit of black as well. Just tap off the excess. Very carefully getting it right up to that lash line and it joining with that dark edge there. So now I've done that, I'm going to use a little pencil brush and this highlight shade here. It's really easy to pick that up, so I don't want too much, but this is going to highlight the inner corners here. So just put that on there. And joining it all up basically, over the top and the bottom. I just need to check that in the mirror. I'm also going to add a little bit of gold underneath as well. As there's gold on top, so. The colours I use on the top of my lids, I like to use them on the under as well. Hi! I should have had an antihistamine. I think I've got like a dust allergy happening. It's really annoying. So yeah, that is the under eye is done. So now it's time for mascara. Where is the black one? Right, honestly, this is from Primark and it's literally like $1.50 and it's actually like a really great mascara. I got it for a video I did just, you know, testing out cheap products, but actually this has been, I've just kept it as my mascara because it's really decent. So I'm going to apply that on here. I was going to apply it to my eyebrows as well, and then possibly fill it in a little bit with like a black eyeshadow. I need to dye my eyebrows again to go blonde. I find looking down into a mirror and doing mascara is actually a lot better than going so I'm going to put a layer on the top and the bottom lashes. Try not to like dump it on my eye. Just going to scrape that off a little bit and then apply it into my eyebrows. I don't have a brown mascara, I just honestly just use regular mascara in black or brown. And just make sure there's not too much on the brush. And make sure there's no clumps going on either. That's actually darkened it quite a lot, so I don't think I'll use any powder. Again, it's funny how different that looks on the screen than in real life, because suddenly that just looks really like chunky, but in real life it's actually quite nice. Right, so before I do like lipstick and stuff, where's my eyelashes gone? Where did I put them? Oh, they're literally right in front of me. So I'm going to use these Kat Von D lashes. Oh, get out. I'm just looking at my eyebrows because honestly it looks so much different on there than... Let's just brush them out a bit. What's going on there? I've got a weird eyebrow day. Oh well. Alright, let's get these lashes on. Ooh. I've actually not been cutting any of the lashes that I wear. I just stick them further out. So let's just measure up here. So I like to stick my lashes at an angle, like into the crease of my eye. I think I need new glue. It's getting a bit chunky. Yeah, we're just adding a little bit of top volume there. It's a real fun part. Kinda good there's no viewers right now. It's literally just trying to get the right amount of glue on an eyelash. I'm just drying eyelash glue, don't mind me. And then boom. 2 eyelashes on. Okay, so oh, allergies. Last thing, lipstick. I love this color, it's delicious. It's super dark and vampy. I'm here for it. I don't like the smell though, it smells like Costco cake, like the icing on it, and I really hate that, so that's not a downer of this lipstick for me, really. So let's get that on. It looks like really bright red on there, but honestly it's not. This is a much darker vampy colour in real life. It's not as bright red as it's appearing. In fact, it goes with the eyeshadow colour very well. Still brighter than I thought though. I kind of want to do a bit darker, but oh well. Downside to these lip creams is they're really like the too slidey. Prefer it if this was one of the, you know, matte lipsticks that NYX does rather than the cream. There's lots of collecting in the wrong areas. Might be better to... Yeah. Got tissue? Oh yeah. Stab it off. So let's let like that layer dry, and then add more so we can get it darker. It's probably rare when you've seen someone fan lipstick before. Yeah. Too slidey and not dark enough for my liking. I feel like it's always the lips that mess up. Like, I guess I'll do. Can't be bothered on live to find another lipstick. Let's just neaten it up. Okay, that'll do. Whatever. We'll sort it out after. But yeah, that is my full makeup look for today. Actually, it's not. I lied. I haven't put highlighter on. I always forget. There's certain things in when I'm doing my own makeup that I absolutely, completely forget to do. And recently it's been highlighter. So let's add some of that. I mean, no difference on camera, but it probably did in real life. Anyway, that is my finished makeup look for today. I'm not going to take my hair out on camera because I don't know how that is going to end up, honestly. I just put it in with hope, basically. So, yeah. I'm all ready for the modelling event tonight. Thanks for joining. Bye! That's how you stop it. And live.